I was 16 years old when I was sitting in my grade 10 civics class, and I was flipping through a book, and my eyes fixated on a description of Pat Pong in Bangkok, Thailand. Now, this is a place where children flock. This is a place where children are found on brightly lit stages. The girls wearing skimpy bikinis, the boys wearing skimpy thongs with a number pinned to each. And men will order children like one would order a drink. And they can do this without fear because the clubs themselves are owned by the police. Now, when I read about this, the fact that children my age and younger were being sold as sexual souvenirs to tourists made me angry and frustrated. I want to kick, I want to scream, I want to punch things, but I knew that getting angry wouldn't change the situation for these children. I knew I had to take action. And so, when I was 17 years old, I was convinced. I managed to go to my parents and convince them, along with my high school teacher, to allow me to take 3.5 months off of school to travel to Sri Lanka and to investigate some of the most dangerous aspects of the country, specifically child exploitation. But what I wanted to do was to get an insider's look into the child sex trade. I want to work alongside the police and actually work with them to catch child sex predators. But I was constantly told I was too young and it was too dangerous. So when the chairman of the National Child Protection Authority of Sri Lanka offered me the opportunity to play the main role of the decoy, a 15-year-old child in prostitution in an undercover sting operation that would bring a 40-year-old child sex predator to justice, I jumped at the opportunity. Because what the police were doing was they were tracking a man. He was married with 2 kids, the assistant general manager of the finance department of a multinational corporation. And this man had been posting on a child pornography site that he was interested in very young children. My job was to meet with him. And if he liked the way that I looked, we would get up to go to a hotel, and that would be the cue for the police to move in and make the arrest. And so over the course of 2 months, I worked with police. I learned how to fake an accent. I learned how to work with spy technology. And when that day came, I had to sit with this man. And over the course of an hour, he spoke to me in very, very graphic detail of the kind of sexual services he was interested in getting from me. And I had to remain calm as he saw my childhood as a commodity. And I remember we were negotiating my price, and we were getting up to go to the hotel, and then the police moved in and made the arrest. And I remember seeing him in handcuffs. I remember jumping into the police van and thinking to myself, this man is off the street. He can't hurt another child. And all of a sudden this shift happened when the police dropped me home that day, and I was able to really reflect on what had just happened. And all of a sudden, I began to feel very dirty. I wanted to take 10 showers. I wanted to wash my mouth with soap. And I thought, if I feel this way, and all I did was talk to him, if I feel this way, how must the children in Thailand feel? Serving up to 26 customers a day. Now that experience really fueled my passion. And I came back to Canada and I mobilized my peers, some as young as 13, and we came together and I founded One Child, the premier organization empowering a movement of children and youth taking action against child sex slavery.